Hey Starshine, how are you? I'm TK, and today I will play more of Tangle Tower. Now, we didn't go through and we didn't ask everybody about other people and clues that we had found and stuff like that. So, I think it's time we go back to everybody, now that we have all their statements, and ask about everything else. And we are going to start with the first person we talked to, who refused to talk to us about anything, didn't say a single word to us, so I have little to no hope that I'm gonna hear anything from her. But we're gonna try. Maybe something will actually get her to speak.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related?
Yeah, nothing.
Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire.
I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Alright, okay, let's ask her about
Anything you
herself.
should know? Any hobbies besides staring out the window?
Nope. Felix is her husband,
We
right?
met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try. We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Okay.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Probably.
Do you and Fitz
Ticking me
have
off.
anything to do with each other?
Sorry.
Other than your initials. You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
Oh, that's a fair point.
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker.
Shock.
Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Me. Alright, shoot. We're gonna go. This is gonna take a while. She's just gonna say nothing. Oh. Oop, no. Play. Okay, so good. At least it's quick.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Nothing? Okay.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
Absolutely
Is
nothing.
this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
Did you hear the noise? Tell us! Tell us! Okay, we're gonna get nothing more
Have you
out of
seen
her.
this
Oh,
book before?
wait.
Do you know who it belongs to?
Come on, nothing. Nothing! What?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Me too!
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
Nothing?
It's a little
Nothing.
model of you. Who were the other people next to you? What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies?
Anything. Anything! Anything! Oh my gosh.
Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
Seems like birds are connected to her because we got something out of Bird Book and Birds in Cages.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
Nothing. Okay. Well, okay, we clearly still have some clues we need to find. I mean, I think I need to learn how to get into the Moonlit Garden, so there might be some clues out there that I'm missing, but I might be missing clues elsewhere. But like I said, I'm just gonna go around and talk to everyone first. Okay, I guess let's go to Felix next. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, buddy!
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related
explain.
to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look.
I already did.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Okay, tell us about
You're
yourself.
the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Fifi,
My
your daughter.
Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
That's
She
cute.
makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
What is it?
It's what Freya called her.
Aww.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No,
Can
just
I be in
mentioned
it?
Because we both wear, you know,
I get it.
red capes.
I get it. Can I join in?
Of a sort.
Can I
Has she
join?
questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle.
Oh.
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
Wow.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it. Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No,
onion.
but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman. Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe.
Why are you sussing
That is
him?
not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Whoa.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
He's like, no, I hate them. I hate them pointers so much. Ain't gonna work.
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much.
Yeah, kind of matches up to what I was
Poppy
saying.
always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Mood. All right.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
That
And
sounds
who named
messy
it
and
Tangle
complicated.
Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say.
Excuse
but
me?
She had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved
Wow.
away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome. Yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Ha ha, yeah, ha, extreme, ha.
What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way.
Boggy.
But I can't recall. But that looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay, well, definitely need to ask Poppy about it then.
I'm as confused as you are. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
What do you see?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Well, what did you think it was? Tell me what you think it was. If you didn't think it was a knife, what did you think it was?
Does Flora normally keep something
Help
in
me!
here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to
fair.
live by.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. But that looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay, another thing. So both the cassette tapes belong to Poppy. Okay.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Yeah.
Yes, so
yeah.
we shall.
Huh. Woof.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Shifty eyes.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz. I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Why don't you ask Fiona about that one?
True.
Looks like her area of
True.
expertise.
True. You're right.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Why are you so... Give me more info, dude.
Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We
It's a
think
diary.
It's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
Wait, you don't have, like, stuff that you want to, like, write down but keep secret? Not let other people know? It's not a strictly teenager thing, what?
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all
Ink
right,
tap.
though.
Ink
What's
tip.
it supposed
Ink
to
tip.
be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
Okay, this little... said her favorite people. Her daughter's not there. That's a little sad. Wait, is that Felix? I think it's supposed to be Felix, but it doesn't exactly look like him. This one looks more like Felix. Why? Who? Wait. Is that a Remington? Because didn't Remingtons have like blue beards and hair and stuff like that? Maybe that's a Remington.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that. Now, this is still in very good condition.
It's cracked.
Apart from the crack, of course.
Yeah.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Maybe it looks like there's like a stem, so maybe it was like a wine
Oh
glass.
dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
Okay, I know.
I've never been one for music. Why not
Oh, you
ask
say that so
Pop
distastefully.
instead?
Full of disdain.
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Goodness me!
No.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Okay. All right. Guess we're done with that for now. Till we get more clues. Let's go talk to Fifi. Fifi! How you doing, girl? Okay,
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
oh,
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
aw. Tell me more. I need to know.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence.
Oh,
Notes.
woof.
Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, He is quite correct.
He's right. He's right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, I should ask about
Name.
Freya first.
Freya Fellow. Age 19. Profession artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Being an exception to any given rule was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly 1 grandparent. Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24.
You don't like him.
Cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
You
Explain.
and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Are you sure it was a knife? Are you sure it was a knife and wasn't a trowel?
Name,
Good to know, though.
Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course.
Mm.
How uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Penelope Pointer.
So sassy.
Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Oh no! No, don't say that! You're beautiful in your own way. Just because you aren't the fancy type doesn't make you not beautiful. Okay, Fifi? You're a cutie patootie. I really like how you look in this picture, but I'm not gonna show it yet.
Name,
Here.
Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had, of course, originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
I love her! Poppy is my favorite!
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole
Whoa.
beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
Whoa,
inheritance.
yeah.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Freya? Did Freya tell you that?
I
Aww.
require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene,
Apart from the one in the painting.
which as a mere abstract representation does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
Fair. Very fair. Thank
The
you.
statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the heart.
Me
Have you
too.
deciphered their meaning yet?
No.
We're working on it.
We are.
We are?
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
Okay.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
Why?
I do not know why.
Thanks.
Curious.
Uh?
Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
Yeah, that's
It
what.
was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course,
Of course. Like, wouldn't you?
that belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
It's just like
The
eggs. That's all.
gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I
Wait.
believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya.
Huh.
Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is that it must have happened sometime in the last 2 days.
Okay, so it was recent. I think it happened at the time of the murder.
Is she laughing?
The red paint on the
Tell me
brush
more.
is not paint.
Okay,
It
so
is
that
blood.
is blood. And on the palette? Yeah,
So
that's
Freya
blood.
added the blood to the painting herself.
Yeah.
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
Yeah. How?
I do not know the answer.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
What?
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No,
Why?
in fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
What? How is it reassuring? Okay, but why is Freya painting with blood? Okay.
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends
On what?
on the structural integrity of your teeth. That blade,
Is that what
It's
he
a
was
troll
holding?
For gardening.
it is.
Yeah, that's. She saw him with that and thought it was a knife because she thought it was a blade. It's a trowel. She's like, oh, it wasn't a knife that I saw then.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Okay, well.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
Huh, okay.
A book.
Nothing
My
more.
book.
Your book, sorry.
What's in it?
Pages. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Yeah. Are you putting the pieces together? Because I already did.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a
Remington.
little red and white creature.
Why would my father
Ink
make a
dip.
model of Freya? A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any
Yeah.
red paint.
That's what I was saying.
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be?
Well,
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea. An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
aw.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
I don't think so.
No. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere. I am scared of birds.
Why?
Oh, they're so
It is
cute
an
though.
irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
That's fair.
Oh,
I have irrational fears.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
It looks very much so like Penny.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
well, I don't know exactly.
I'm trying to figure
Then
that
how
out.
can I meaningfully evaluate this object?
We're working on it. We're working on it. Okay. Jeez.
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
Yeah.
In fact,
Right.
you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you would?
No, that
Oh.
would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Fair. Okay.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Yep.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do that later.
There's something about
Oh.
that diary found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Later.
There's
Oh
something
my
about the
gosh.
image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Later. Okay. So we have 3 people we need to question, but I'm gonna end the episode here. So on that note, remember to shine your light in every world. Bye.